I'm Bepper, and that is a jiggly, hypnotic cat toy. That is like starting to hypnotize me. If you stare at that thing long enough, you just kind of get into a trance. Anyway, you are watching one of my videos, so let's get into it. So, a few months back, maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, I don't know, my sense of time is really bad. So, it could have been last week, actually, I have no idea. I made a video about all the hazards in Animal Jam's dens. So today we are going to do that exact same thing because there are quite a few new dens that came out, and now Animal Jam has a spring cottage, and I'm just going to go around and assess all the danger that is lurking in this here den. So we're just going to start at the very corner. So first of all, there's a log that has fallen down. It is on the ground. Do you know what that means? That means that there are unstable trees. This tree just fell down. It could have collapsed on anybody. Anybody could have been crushed by this log. So that's already a fault. And then here you go. You have a bridge, which is nice. You can cross a river without, drowning. But there's no rails on the bridge. There's no rails. Where are they? I could just, one wrong move and fall right into the river. Is that what you want, Animal Jam? My goodness, they don't even care. Here is an open water source, which seems useful because you can come along and have a drink if you need it. But no, it's actually terrible because you know what? That leaves you open to all sorts of bacterias going in there. There could be insects that fly in and then they just get in there and it's all gross. Anyway, coming over, we have a pitchfork, and luckily, I'm not going to mark them off any points for having a pitchfork because it is in its proper place. But over here, we have an anvil with giant nails on the ground. Giant nails. Are you kidding me?
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing...
Someone could stub their toe so easily, it could go right through their foot. Have you ever had a nail go right through your foot? No, neither have I, but my brother did, and he needed stitches, and he was, in so much pain. Anyway, the barn looks structurally sound, so I won't yell at them for that. Another open water source, and another open water source. Over here, we have a lovely, lovely farm. My only critique, though, and here's the thing, is, well, worms. Worms. What if worms got into your food? Yeah, that's all I have there. It's actually a really nice garden. I can't really critique much on that. All right, moving right along. Oh my god! Oh dear lord, here we have a fire. It is a fire hazard, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, step away from the fire. Step away from the... Oh my god, he's dangerously close to stepping. Oh, I thought he was going to step inside the fire for a moment. That was going to be scary. This is an open flame with nobody near it. There's just an open flame here. Oh my gosh. Animal Jam, how reckless can you get? And you're right next to a forest. You could start a forest fire so easily. Look at how close that leaf is to the fire. That is some serious damage you're gonna cause. Oh my gosh. And this is just in one den. We have already found a hazard at every turn. And here we have an open tent, which you might not think is a hazard, but what if a bear comes out of the forest and inside of your little tent and then eats you for dinner, and then bakes you over the open flame, and then eats you for dinner again? I don't know how he'd eat you for dinner twice. I don't know. But I'm just saying that's a hazard too. Everything is a hazard today. Oh, here we have a beautiful open water source. It doesn't look like anyone's gonna drink out of this. However, there's a cave that the water is coming out of. Notice the cave. And all I'm thinking about is what if someone is panning for gold down here and then they're like, there's no gold in here. So they just decide to travel upstream and then they get stuck inside of a water cave. That's awful. And then here we have some pinwheels. Those seem all fine and good until you realize, what if someone's hand got caught in that? That's dangerous. It's dangerous. And also, not to mention, these stairs have no guardrails at all. We could just fall off and fall into rocks. It's awful. I mean, this is really nice, but here's this hammock. It's a nice hammock. It's a pretty nice place to sleep. Except, wait a second. My wingspan is too large for the hammock. My goodness, Animal Jam. You need to learn your lesson. All right, let's just go ahead. Another bridge with no guardrails, so we can just completely fall off right now. What else? Oh my gosh. Just a pie. Here's a pie on someone's window. And you might think, Bepper, what is the harm in a pie on a window? Well, as I've said before, the forest is just right over here. Right over... Hold on, where is it? I don't know. The forest is somewhere, though. Okay, we're close to the forest. The forest is... Yeah, there we go. That's where the... Well, that's kind of just a shrub. Where's the forest? Where's the... Here? No, that's not the forest either. Oh my gosh. Okay, see, look. look at this giant hazard. First of all, open flame. Second of all, there's a cave with some evil creature inside of it. And you have a pie right over here. Right over here. And it's really smelly. You can like see the steam coming off of it. And there is a giant monster cave right hold on. Right over here. You can't tell me that monster isn't going to come and smell that pie and be like, "Ooh, I like pie." And then it's going to come all the way over here, all the way over here, all the way over here, and then enter your house and eat you because it wanted the pie. Okay? That's a hazard. Hazard. Over here, they do have a fence, but it doesn't block off anything. There's still a cliff right here. Dangerous. It's dangerous. You need more fences. Here's a fence blocking off the woods, the forest. That's good. That's really good. Thank you for having that there. Otherwise, I'd have to mark you off again for another hazard. Inside, we have this cat toy, which seems fine, but as I mentioned, it's very hypnotic. Look at my eyes. Look me in the eyes. I am getting entranced. I am getting hypnotized. This needs to stop moving. It's scary and I don't like it. Also, I just realized there's bees right there. Bees right next to the house. Have you ever had the terror of walking past a bee to get somewhere? For example, a few summers ago, or maybe it was this summer, or maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. As I said, I'm really bad with time. I had to walk inside my house and there was a bee hive. Not just one bee, but a beehive up above the door. Do you know how scary that is? Walking inside of a house when there are bees, like a foot above your head. It's terrifying. And like one wrong move, and you could set them off, and they're all gonna try and kill you, okay? Having a beehive, it's cool. Yeah, save the bees and all that. But right next to your door, really? No. Terrible, terrible choice. That's a hazard. All right, moving right along. It looks like everything over here is pretty good. We got a nice couch and everything. It's overgrown by vines, which is my main concern, because what if someone, here's a scenario for you. They sit down and they're like, "Ooh, this is a lovely, comfortable chair." But then a vine grows over their ankles and traps them into the chair. I'm just saying that could definitely happen. That is completely plausible and that could happen. And what if you're just overgrown by vines and then all of a sudden you're stuck? You're stuck in the chair forever. And what if you have no friends? And you can't reach your cell phone because your cell phone is on the table with a bunch of moving gears under it, by the way. If that glass broke, you would your hand would just come right off. So bunches of hazards here in this room, as you can see. Just really scary stuff. Obviously nothing that Animal Jam should be promoting. It's just really bad, scary stuff. Anyway, right when you walk up the stairs, there's this plant. An aloe vera plant. And it has spikes all over it. What if I'm walking up the stairs? A normal jammer might not care, but I'm walking up the stairs and look, my wing is touching the spikes. I am not going to be able to fly anymore. I will not be a very good Arctic fox dragon if I can't fly anymore. You're not being very considerate to the people who have wingspans, Animal Jam. My gosh. Well, I don't know what this is, but it looks like a bunch of ants just crawling all over the furniture. Do you have an infestation, Animal Jam? That's just really bad. Here we have smoke in the house. Do you know how bad that is for you to breathe in? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, obviously, Animal Jam just does not care about safety whatsoever. We have ants on the couch. We have smoke inside the house. And there's a ladybug. I mean, it's a ladybug. It's probably the most harmless of all insects. But it's still a bug inside the house. This is just disgusting. And yet again, as I'm walking by the plant, my wings are getting constantly hurt by these spikes. It's just awful. And now I come over here. There's a lovely library. But what the heck is this? A speaker in the library. I mean, it's not so much as a hazard as it is just inconsiderate. There are people trying to study, trying to learn, and you have a speaker inside the library. That is so rude. Anyway, let me come and have a seat right here. But no, I can't have a seat right here because guess what? There is a fluffy rug right next to an open flame. How can I sit when I know there is a fluffy rug and an open flame? Fluffy rug, open flame. Fluffy rug, open flame. Do you catch my drift? Do you know where I'm going with this? What if that fluffy rug gets moved just a smidge? This whole entire place is gonna go up in flames, Animal Jam. That's just, I can't even believe that you would disregard that. It's just awful. I can't even, and this entire house is made out of wood and straw. This place would burn very quickly. It's not cool. The only unhazardous place in here is this little area. this scary little area. Actually, wait, no, there is a hazard, because what if you get up and you trip on this towel and you fall out the window directly onto, wait for it, just wait for it, it's coming. You fall out of the window because you tripped on the, the rug or the towel or whatever, and you fall directly onto the pie. Now you have pie all over yourself, okay? All over yourself, and we've already confirmed that there is a monster right over here who would love to eat that pie. And now he's armed with fire, too, so he could just come over, be like, I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna eat that pie, and I have a fire to cook you over it. So, like, what the heck, Animal Jam? This den is just full of hazards. Not to mention, did you just see that bunny? Let's get a playback on that bunny.
What the heck, Animal Jam?
Did you see it? Did you see that? It couldn't even breathe underwater. Its face was beneath the water. It's not even okay. It is not even okay. And there's a bunch of tall grass. Look, you can't even see my face. What if I get lost out here? What if I'm lost in the wilderness trying to find my way back home, but I can't because Animal Jam didn't mow their lawn? This is awful. I'm not even sure how you would go about fixing these problems. You might just have to condemn the entire den, to be honest. You might just have to say, I'm sorry, it's too dangerous. We just have to shut this entire place down. That's all I really have for today. I'm really disappointed in Animal Jam. They can't even keep their players safe. It's awful. It's sad. And I'm saddened deeply by this. It's just awful. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you head over to my Instagram, I am keeping track of my subscribers every single day, as well as giving a shout out to one of you guys. So if you want to check that out, my Instagram is BepperYT. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.